is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk you through this 2021 Salem Cruise Lite model 19 DBXL. Okay, so the first thing to know is the scissor type stabilizer jacks you have a attachment on them called a strong arm. Now this here has to be loosened before you raise this jack up and down. After you put it down and you get it how you want it, you'll tighten this up. Therefore, it'll take the forward and rearward movement out of it. So you have one on each jack, so remember to keep that T-handle loose when you're going up or down, and tighten it when you get it in place. So, here we have a refrigerator and a griddle. The griddle pulls out, okay? And I'm about to get whacked by this door, it's pretty windy. This is a quick connect LP hose, and that goes right here. Let's see, right here. You can see it. So you can hook that right there, and it's all plugged in, ready to go. Okay, so you got a power awning with LED strip. You have antenna out with power to put a TV out here. Outside speakers. This is your hitch. We'll show you how it works when you pick up your trailer. It's a Husky center line. You can always look at their hookup videos also to refresh your memory if you need to. This is just in case you wanted to get a solar panel to charge your battery. You can plug it in there. Okay, you got two LP tanks with a automatic changeover regulator. This crank right here that you're looking at, if your tongue jack is to fail, you can unscrew this cap, put the crank on there, and crank it manually if you have to. Alright, also you've got a deep cycle marine battery, and that's the kill switch right there. So you can shut it off and disconnect the battery from the coach, and you won't get as much drain down when it's in storage. Okay, let's see what we got in here just for the heck of it. So you got a sprayer that plugs into a quick connect port. There's your dump hose. Okay. Fresh water drain under there. You can see the white gate valve there. That's to drain your fresh water tank. Now, there's two ways to get water to this trailer. The most common is city water connection right here. You're just going to put the hose on there, turn it on, and you're all set. Now, if you go to a campground that does not have plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill this fresh water tank right here and use the onboard pump to pump water. So even if you don't have city water, you still can use all the plumbing by filling the tank. Okay, this is your shore cord, your power cord, 30 feet long, 30 amp. Okay. These are your dump valves here. Okay, so you have your black valve here, which is toilet water and waste. And then you got your gray for the gray tank, which is sink and shower water. Always dump the black first, and then use the gray water to wash it out. And you can leave the valve open on the black tank valve open, and then you can come over here to the black tank flush, put your hose on there, and it'll spray out the inside of your tank. Also, this is where that sprayer goes that I just showed you up front. Plugs in right there. Also, these are just low point drains. That has to do with winterizing and dewinterizing your trailer. Okay, so you have your water heater back here. See what we got here. It works on gas. You can see it's empty right now. Always make sure there's water in it before you use it, but there's the drain plug and the anode rod. The switch to operate it is inside. Just always make sure there's water in the system before you turn it on. And this housing tells us it's pre-wired for a backup camera, so you can get a backup camera for it. We have them. You can get them elsewhere. Either way, get the one that fits inside that housing. Also, while we're looking up, you want to go up there or have somebody go up there every 90 days or so and check all the sealant. Make sure there's no cracking or separation. Make sure there's no damage to the roofing material by road debris flying up there or low branches hitting it. Check the vent covers, that sort of thing. Just give it a good inspection to make sure that everything is in good shape, okay? Alright. So this is your control panel here. You can see you got your power slide out, or your, excuse me, your power awning right here. Oh, we don't have power, that's right. So we, just make sure you don't leave the awning out when you're not at the campsite. Never leave it out unattended. There's the water pump that I told you about. There's the water heater to light it. These are both lights. And you can check all your levels right here. It graduates up in 1/3 increments. These LEDs will light up. So when you get past 2/3, you got to start thinking about dumping your gray and black tank. All right. Okay, so let me look around here. Of course, you've got a fold-down bed. You jackknife the couch flat, and it folds right over it. You can pull these poles out of the table and set the top down there and put the cushions over it, and it becomes another bed, which is a good thing. That's your furnace right there. Let me look around here for the thermostat. Did I miss it already? Let me see here. It's probably back here. Oh, here it is right here. So there's your thermostat. You want it all the way over to the left to shut it off. You want it to click over to the left. To turn it on, you're just going to turn it towards the right and set the temperature. Your microwave works like any other microwave. Your range hood works like any other range hood. You got a fan and a light. Of course, your range top, the gas is not on right now. You would turn it to light and you spark it. I guess it is on. So you spark it and turn this clockwise to spark it, and it lights the burners. Now the thing to know about the oven is at the bottom all the way to the back is a pilot light. Now this particular one you have to light manually, so you have to use a grill lighter, and what you do is you put the knob all the way to the right, which is the oven knob, put it to pilot, depress it, then you'll spark and light the pilot light back there. After it lights, you're still holding this in. You hold it for another 10 seconds to go to operating temperature. But when you shut it off, the flame goes out, obviously, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Okay? This is a remote control for your radio here. The radio, you can stream off this USB port. You can stream wirelessly with Bluetooth from your phone or your tablet. You have a radio, an AM/FM radio. This is an HDMI in right there. You have 2 speaker zones. 1 is inside, 2 is outside. So you have pretty much everything you need considering you're camping in that. So also this refrigerator is a 12-volt compressor refrigerator. So when you're plugged in, 12 volts come from your power converter down here and keep it running. When you're pulling it down the road, the 12 volts will come from your battery, and the battery will be charged by your tow vehicle. So you can keep it going then also. Now this is a power converter. What this does, it converts AC to DC power. So you got 110 AC, which is regular household current. On this side you have circuit breakers that are just like what you would see at home, and then they're all labeled right there. Okay, and then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. You got 12 volt fuses here, and they're labeled. If any of those fuses were to blow, they'll actually light up, and you can see them glowing through this tinted plastic here. Okay. Also, when you're plugged in, it's a battery tender. So as long as you're plugged in, it's going to sense how much energy your battery needs, and it'll keep it charged. Okay. Of course, you got bunks. The bathroom is a thing to remember. There's only 2 things to remember. One is always run the fan with the shower to pull the humidity out. The second one is the toilet. There's the flush pedal right there. Okay. You can't use it dry. That's the basic rule. So there's no water hooked up right now. You can see a little residual water trickling out. But when I step on the pedal, the trap opens and water will go swirling around and down into the black tank, which is directly below. It's empty because, you know, your black tank was empty when you got to the campground. So you pull in there, you park it, you hook up your water and your power, you come inside, then you'll step on this pedal and put about a gallon or so of water in there. There's no way to tell exactly what that is. You just put a gallon of water in there approximately, and the chemical you use. Whatever brand you use 1 dose. You put it in there, and you're all set till the next time you flush the tank. If you flush the tank and you're going to stay another week at the campground, let's say, you'd have to come in here and repeat that procedure. Put a gallon of water in there and some chemical. Okay? That's important. All right, so that really covers it. You also have a carbon monoxide LP gas detector here somewhere. Let me find it for you. Oh, right here it is, right here. So here you have it right here. If that goes off, you're going to want to take everybody outside, and you're going to leave the door open, shut the gas off at the front, and figure what's going on, okay? It should always be green like it is. It should always be, if not, you want to get it serviced, okay? Now, the controls, of course, are on your air conditioner. The lights that go on with the main switch have a button in the middle. You have to put them to turn them on and off, okay? So, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. And remember what I said about inspecting your roof every 90 days. That's very important. And also, remember you have to winterize it in the fall, and you have to bypass your water heater and all that sort of thing. So if you don't know all that, you'll have to educate yourself a bit on it or have it done. But it needs to be winterized in the fall and de-winterized in the spring, okay? Thank you very much.